So thank you all for coming. Blessings. This is your time for relaxation and going into the inner planes within your heart, which is where all the kingdoms are. Because inside you is like a treasure chest, just waiting to be reviewed. So taking some deep breaths and just relaxing the body as you breathe in and out, and feeling your feet firmly on the floor, or if you're laying down, feel the earth beneath you, Mother Earth. As we call in our guardian angels, who is your higher self or spirit guide, the one that is always with you, that connects you to Source. As we bring your guardian angels around you, they place a beautiful blanket or robe of light around you. And note the colour of the light or the robe, as it will be significant for you. It will be the colour you need today for your frequency. It could be for healing, for rest, for illumination, anything, depending on the colour. And we look beneath our feet now and see that we are lying or sitting on a crystal floor. And this crystal floor is a very pale blue, called Larimar. A very rare crystal on the earth, only found in the Caribbean, and almost becoming extinct on the surface. Yet way down inside the earth, there are many crystal cities and temples still underneath. So see this beautiful, cool, soothing blue floor beneath you. And as you look closer, you'll see carvings, perhaps your name, or sacred writings in light language. And as we look around the temple space, we see pillars that are also made of Larimar today. Beautiful blue tall pillars where there are 12. Holding up a dome ceiling, also of Larimar, with clear quartz crystals in it around the edge. We are in an ancient Larimar temple from Lemuria. It's so old to us, but yet it lives and exists in all dimensions, so it is ageless. And we see that there are vines growing up some of the pillars, or leaves. And as we look around the temple, we see the ocean. And in the ocean we see the whales and the dolphins swimming by. As we have gone way back in time. Back into Lemuria. And Lemuria was pre-Atlantean time, pre-Egyptian, thousands of years ago, when souls first started incarnating here. The first star seeding of the planet, when souls started coming in the form of fairies, or in the ethers as sprites, even as water creatures. They came in to test the terrain, test the elements, and to see if they wanted to come again and further their evolution as a soul. So many fairies come into the temple tonight, bringing flowers from Lemuria and placing them all around your feet. And some of them that are walking in are carrying crystals, and also place them around your feet in a shape of a star or a heart or a diamond. Trust what you see as they make a beautiful sacred symbol around you. And then we notice in the center of the temple a pedestal, also made of Larimar, with an enormous crystal ball on it in clear quartz, gently turning or rotating. And light comes up the pedestal and lights up the crystal ball. We see it illuminating around the room, revealing shapes from inside the crystal, patterns, even little rainbows. For when you see rainbows inside crystals, it's usually a spirit. For in the time of Lemuria, some of the sprites and souls wanted to remain here, but they were so light they couldn't hold here. So they embodied into crystal. For the crystals were beginning to grow in the time of Lemuria, when Mother Earth was still forming. All of the crystals on your planet are old, 5,000 years old and older. There is nothing younger than 5,000 years, for they take this long to grow. And crystals hold stories and vibration, and so do stones and rocks. Ancient stories of the earth, stories of the beings that have been here, the animals, the places are all recorded in the memories of the rocks, stones and crystal kingdoms. And some crystals that come to you in your life may have been with you before, as they are bringing you a story or a healing or some medicine you need. Your beautiful guardian angel brings you a crystal now and places it in your left hand, something that you had when you were in Lemuria. When you first incarnated as a human, a Lemurian human, where you were very high in vibration, you could work from the 5th to 12th dimension. You were extremely telepathic and knowing. You were made of pure love and light. For the whole planet was. And the crystals that were born in those days still hold this high vibration, the Lemurian quartz. Have a look at the crystal now in your left hand, brought to you by your higher self, that belonged to you or that you worked with in Lemuria. And as you hold it, a vision appears in the center of the crystal sphere of you in Lemuria. In one of your first lives ever on earth. As you look into the crystal ball, you see a vision of yourself in Lemuria as a beautiful light being. Some of you were amazing healers, some worked with water technology. And you remained like this until the birth of Atlantis. And then many souls came to the earth in the time of Atlantis, for Atlantis then was golden. Gold was all over your planet. Buildings were made of gold, cities, even your skin had a gold appearance. Although you were densifying as you were descending here even further, closing down from being a 12th dimensional being to 5th, living in the time of Atlantis. As you look into the crystal ball again and see yourself in your Atlantean life now. And have a look what you were doing, seeing what you were doing for a service as a high priest or priestess. For everyone was a high priest or priestess if they had done their apprenticeship as a baker, a healer, a librarian, whatever qualification. All were high priestess and priestess. But this was your first role of service on the earth for humanity, and is something that you will be waking up to in this life. For when Atlantis fell, not many things evolved. We just kept coming back and repeating these qualifications. And now that we are going into the new earth in this present day, we are taking our qualifications further. New types of work are coming into your planet with the help of the internet, etc. Jobs that have never been here before. Many people are still lost and wondering what it is they should be doing. And that is because they are to do something new. They are to ground in these new ideas into the earth plane. These new inventions that work in harmony with the earth and with humanity. For we hadn't evolved since we fell from Atlantis, when we dropped down to 2 strands of DNA and were living on survival mode for 10,000 years. Repeating over and over roles and lifetimes, until now we are given this grand awakening call, the clarion call in which why many souls are here on the earth, to ascend, to raise their vibration, open up the stargates, open up more DNA strands again through memory, which is in your DNA. Hence why the Christ said, "Have my blood and remember who you are." It's in your bloodline. And it is time now as we all step through into the new earth as one. As we look down at our feet again and see the crystal symbol around us lighting up, with the fairies still there at our feet, placing flowers on our toes, as you receive a blessing from Mother Earth and an initiation tonight. An initiation of really connecting with your light body, your 5th dimensional body, as you bring down your oversoul. For only when you connect with your higher self, you can bring down your oversoul or God presence. And in this beautiful oversoul, which is like a golden egg, are all your guides, some ascended masters for you, angels, archangels, star people, that are all assigned to you. They are part of your monadic group, part of your 144,000 family. And tonight you are connecting with them as this beautiful golden orb comes down over you. And you merge with your higher self and God presence, the essence of the Christ within. For the Christ is the 5th dimensional part of you, which we call heaven, and we are bringing heaven to earth. That is our role. Through service. And each of us have a different role to play. we are all part of the one design. Which is part of the divine plan, and it is time now for the divine plan to take its next step. Lifting of the veils, stepping through the doorway. And many new souls are coming to the planet from the Andromedan galaxy and other star systems. They're coming in to assist with the new inventions, the crystal children, the galactic star children that are born so clear and carry no karma, for karma was of the past, part of the old third and fourth dimension, which was still existing of course, but has lifted its frequency out of heavy karma into joyful karma, or cause and effect. As we look again at the crystal ball in the center of the pedestal, and we see a beautiful guide changing it over now to a big cluster. This guide is called Adama, and he is from Talos, Central Earth, and lives in the portal underneath Mount Shasta in California. Yet he is coming up from the center of the earth with this Akashic crystal. For the Akasha is the record crystal of Mother Earth's living library of light, and you are all in it. Every soul that has lived on this planet is recorded in it, including every animal, bird, fish, tree. It's an enormous crystal. As you gaze at it, it's in the center of the temple. One of the beautiful prongs lights up for you. One of your Akashic record stems light up and show you one of your past lives again. Perhaps the most recent past life, as you are able to collect anything you left behind before you go forward into the future. As the beautiful light around you now turns to pink, from the crystals on the floor, they light up a pink pillar, like you are sitting in a cylinder, as pink heals all wounds, repairs all tears, removes negative energies, heals any holes in your aura or body, as you bathe in this beautiful rose quartz pink light, allowing it to heal you if you need it. And if you do, you may see little spots on your body or on your aura repairing. A gold dot will symbolize it as it seals the work. For there's no point going forward if you have things undone or are carrying too much pain and emotion, or feelings of unworthiness. Let them all be healed tonight so you can step forward. This year is going to be a big year for humanity, and you all need to be ready and allow your own higher self to monitor this. And then the pink cylinder drops back down as the Akashic Records crystal star sparkles and shows you now a glimpse of the future as you see a hologram above it of Earth, our beautiful planet, in a small hologram turning gently above the crystal in the center of our temple. See the Earth covered in beautiful light, and where there are holes on the Earth or dark spots of war or terror, we send healing and love there. Pink. For our thoughts and imaginations are powerful, especially when done in numbers. And we see our beautiful planet pristine and glorious, with abundance of grass, trees, clean water, fresh fruits and vegetables, happy animals, and happy people, healthy people with peace in their heart. Bringing the earth back to balance, the elements, and so the elementals can come again. For when Atlantis fell, the elementals went inside the earth. Many of them left and went to Venus. The unicorns left, for the earth fell in density, and they could not stand this frequency, which caused the earth to go off balance as the elementals and fairy kingdom withdrew. For they help our plants grow, they look after the flowers, the seeds, the insects, and many kingdoms, the Devic kingdom. And once we all obtain love again on the planet, the elementals will return, for they will feel it and know it's safe to return. And the salamanders in the oceans and the angels in the air, all the spiritual beings will return when the love frequency has risen again. And the earth returns and restores back to true balance. And now you see the fairies at your feet changing the symbol to another shape. They move the crystals around, perhaps swap them with another colour. And you look down and see a beautiful star, perhaps in amethyst or clear quartz or green, whatever is right for you. as they then place a robe of light around you, like a velvet cloak. To heal your aura and remind you that you are a guardian of Earth. Look for the small things. Return to the Garden of Eden. For once in Lemuria, the whole planet was the Garden of Eden. And it is time again for the returning of Lemuria. For the whole rainbow snake has come back full circle. And this country, Australia, is becoming the heart chakra again, like it was in Lemuria. The ancient land of Mu. And this could be why many are gravitating to this land. The return of Lemuria. It starts here. As once upon a time we were joined on to Hawaii, New Zealand, Antarctica, India, was all Lemuria. And then Atlantis rose up in the northern hemisphere, the masculine. For Earth needed to balance. And now we see the beautiful Akashic crystal descending back down into the earth on the pedestal. And we see ourselves in the Larimar Temple. The Blue Temple. The fairies pick up all the crystals. They leave the flowers with you. The Larimar crystal or Lemurian quartz stays in your palm of your hand, for that has returned to you to remind you of your higher dimensional self. That spark within you when you first came to Earth. So that you can restore your soul back to its origin. For it is an aspect of the Divine Father, Son, and Mother Earth. You were born a flame of light, the eternal flame is within your heart. And you have carried this eternity. As you breathe into your flame now, you see it grow larger, activating the flame within you. And you see 3 flames in your heart. A beautiful blue one on the right, your masculine one, representing light, a pink one on the left, representing love, and in the center is your power and your will, your God self, which is the flame that shrunk when Atlantis went down, when we all disconnected ourselves from our higher self. And this is now returning, or has returned. See the beautiful flames within as we give thanks now to your guardian angel, as we gently return. The temple fades away with the ocean. And remember, you can always come back anytime. It's all within you. So gently coming back with the breath in your own time. So give thanks to yourselves for being here, receiving the initiation of the Oversoul, the light body activation, ignition of the flame, and awareness of some of your past lives and a future glimpse of the earth. We hold that in our heart, for this is our home. Namaste.